What is going on, Beb Leona? Marlon Flores, hello. Nice to meet you all. Again, this is a meet and greet. This is our first time. I say our first time on a live, and we just wanted to really show that we're, I guess, not AI bots, and we don't, we're just normal people like y'all, and sharing who we are as a people, a pupils. Yes, we're sharing who we are as peoples. Very nice to meet you all. Very exciting to be a part of this tribe, and just excited to see who it is that you're becoming through your experience of life. I know that we are a golf channel that focuses on showing the game, showcasing my art, showcasing our relationship, showcasing um, things that matter to us, and being able to share this on a platform is just so different and so new. It's so engaging in a different way. And I had mentioned earlier that people that I listen to and want to glean wisdom and stuff from the virtual world are people that present me with options, not necessarily the right answer. And so that's why it's such an interesting place to have a dialogue, and to open up ourselves to this place of vulnerability, but not vulnerability. And golf does that in so many ways, and partnership does that in so many ways, and commitment does that in so many ways, and sharing a game that is really in and of itself very private, right? It's very private to share what you're doing. You're like, I have practiced or I haven't practiced, and it's so vulnerable to put yourself in front of people maybe you've never played. It's different maybe if you play with your friends and family and whatnot, but to go out and play around by yourself with strangers or just by yourself is an empowering experience. Like when you do it, it's just so fun to take this out of context, play with yourself. And we should play with ourselves probably more often in more ways. I have become very serious and whatnot. And Bella Ridge just opened in Johnstown. I haven't heard of that. Right on. That's cool. Hey, Grace Ann, what's going on? Nice to meet you. Nice. I think I can read. Is that Gabriella? Nice to meet you. Hello and welcome. Please, if you have any questions, we got another about 15 minutes or so to say hi and introduce myself. Casey again is doing a thing. I have to get ready for her return. she's she's working that work. You know what I mean? Friday nights are different. Uh, Hopefully you're fine wherever you are in the world. And that, so back to that empowering experience of how many of you actually play golf on your own, and how many of you find that experience to be vulnerable, life giving. Hey, use Mary Adon. Sorry, I can't read very well. So, hello, Beatty. Nice to meet you. Welcome aboard. Happy Friday to those that are into Fridays, and I like days in general. So that's fun to see you all. How is the man? What do you do? This is great. I love that it's kind of like this open space. It's kind of like a quick dialogue, but a slow dialogue at the same time. That's one of our puppies taking the sweepings. Her name is Sunnybar. She's old baby. And then it's her big sister down below, which is kind of fun. Anyway, I've really believe that what we are about and what we have to offer here in this space is really up to you. I think there are so many things that we can learn from each other, even though we may not have that same upbringing or same, way of finding the joys in life. as I've mentioned, I taught really myself golf, and at a time where there wasn't social media. This was back in 1999. Yeah, 1999, 1998 is when I started learning, and all I had was really just watching TV or seeing other people. I don't know how that was, but I had to figure out what a swing looked like. And some of you know that, or maybe you don't know, I did get to work at a golf course when I was young, and so that exposure allowed me a lot of freedom to test things and do things and really experiment with the game at a lower cost. I think that you're going to have to dedicate time if you want to teach yourself. And can you learn things from the virtual world? Absolutely. And that's why I believe my way of teaching you is going to help you exponentially avoid the pitfalls and just things that you need to stay true to and committed to. Um, and that's important to know really in anything in life is being willing to stick it out, whether you are wanting to have a better diet or whether you're wanting to have a better um, place in your career or your home life. Like learning to empower yourself to believe that you have the ability to make change in yourself. That's, I mean, watch out world. Like watch out world in terms of who you are as a person, in terms of who you are as um, a friend, a lover, a whatever it is that when you have this confidence and empowerment to believe in yourself, that's when things I think really start to shift. And is the world changing around you, or are you changing the world that you see? Like it's such a beautiful thing, and being able to communicate that in uh, a format that is very broad. I mean, golf is a huge sport, and there's so many different things that can expand our experiences. But golf is like it's just this. It was this hidden thing for me that I had spent so much effort and time um, wanting to learn and invest and being able to do that. I guess gave me so much more confidence later on in life. Later on, as I grew up, whether I knew it or not. But let's see. Yeah, playing with people could be better. That was a question. What have you played a golf round alone? Hey, what's going on? Golf links. OG missing links. What's going on? Welcome aboard. Nice to meet you. Officially, we are real. Casey is real. She will be here. Promise. Um, yeah, playing alone teaches you. Gosh, I covet those times in a way that I can't even express. Like being still with no sounds, no music, no banter, no anything, to be able to focus on just yourself and the emotions that you're feeling and the frequencies and places that you're wanting to test and the vulnerability, because it's playing with people is great, but then when you make something, when you learn not to quit, when you realize you can make the shift, when you realize that you have more power in this moment to not let a round get away, like you don't even care if someone's there or not. It's just this place of like I don't know, I call it oneness or just being in sync with golf is so fun uh, when you can experience this. Gosh, I want to call it euphoria. Even though if the round's hard, even if the round's going well, like I've noticed that I don't know if I enjoy good rounds more because the amount of pressure, because the amount of like focus that it takes and dedication to continue to commit, but then not to become too arrogant and not to be get too confident and like hit a wrong note and make the wrong swing. Like it's just this fragile piece. So playing a good round is almost a little bit more daunting. But you have to have the confidence to know that you can. And Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely a lot of ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. What do you think feels better, a birdie or an up and down to save par? I'd have to say that those are probably on the same, uh, probably the same vein. Depends on what it is. I guess if it was pretty and intentional, or was it a like I literally scrambled and I really like redeemed that par. I don't know. Like pars are good. I think that that's something we often overlook. Oftentimes is that par is good. Par is legitimate. Um, and right, like I think that that's always the goal, and we always like yeah, birdies feel great, but sometimes that emotional like increase is harder to deal with. Um, it's that par, man. Is that's the middle grounds. Man, that last Chiefs game, trash. Thanks, appreciate that. Natural, I think learning to be in your body, that just kind of interests me. Like learning to be in your body can be unnatural. And I think exposing ourselves to different forms of body mechanics, whether that's dance, whether that's sports, whether that's, I mean, figure skating, yoga, whether it's rock climbing, whether it's music, being able to expose yourself to those types of things, like to learn those types of environments, I think can actually help you become a better performer in whatever it is that you might be wanting to express. And our life is our art, and so that's why we do want to showcase what it is that we believe is beautiful, and that's what art is sharing. And I think realizing that golf in and of itself is just an art. It really is. I think that when you see the game played well, when you see the game being done well and with respect, with honor, with etiquette, like there is such a flow. There is such a um, just a beauty that can be done with that. And I think, as I was mentioned, just getting to be natural inside of your body, being willing to say yes to an experience that is nerve wracking. I mean, doing a live could be looked at as nerve wracking, and I think it is, and I think it's vulnerable, right? Like you're putting yourself out there, and you're saying hello to people that you have, you may know or you may not know, and thanks, I appreciate that. It's just fun, and I think coming back to having fun, enjoying yourself, that's different for everyone, and trying to find how we can all get along with how we find joy in a place called golf uh, can be found. And I was never really a fan of. Um, I don't know. There's just a lot of things I'm not a fan of, but that doesn't mean I have to throw out everything about golf. Like a lot of people may not be turned on about golf because it's boring. They don't get it. They think it's for a certain people group. And growing up, I mean, yeah, sure, I get that. Like earlier days, I could have seen that. But nowadays, it's like golf is cool. So what does it take to be cool? Um, just knowing that you are like that. That's not. I think being cool is that. I think it's pretty simple. And it's fun to feel cool when you're on the golf course. It's fun to feel cool in life. It's fun to feel cool uh, doing something that you're enjoy. I mean, I really love plumbing, and I think plumbing is cool. I really think that this experience of living is cool. Now, would I always think that that's true? No, I have my struggles, and I can guarantee you, Casey would agree with that. And being able to, gosh, I mean, I'm just so grateful that we're here. I'm so grateful that this moment of life, we are here in this moment, and this is fun. I really enjoy this. Um, All day, baby. Hey, what's going on, toasted brogies? Hey, Hannah Grace, what's going on? Hey, what's going on, Big Bear? Did you go on another, how do you say, Peloton ride? I'm a big Maniscalco. If I get on a treadmill, I'm going at a 5.0. The lids for this thing really suck, just so you know. Yuck. Hey, happy Halloween. What are you talking about? You got to get it. You got to have some fun with it. Uh, so yeah, I'll be here for another like 10 minutes or so. Um, what's going on? What did you do today? What are you excited for this weekend? You guys gonna party it up? You guys gonna live it up? Um, Party hard, that's what I do, and what that means. The season has now ended for me participating in the course. I I like to kind of stay focused on some things, and we've obviously had some other schedule things change, and what we wanted to spend our time doing. So I'll get back into the grind of practicing probably in a week or so, and start putting in drills again, and getting ready for next season. So that involves really, different kinds of workouts and practices, and um, yeah. So that's how many days, or when I want during the season. I would say averaged out once a week. Yeah, once a week would is probably the amount. Now practicing though is probably about 4 times a week, and that changes based on whether it's putting, whether it's shipping, whether it's a certain part of the bag that I'm practicing. That is, I think, another flaw that when you get into practicing, it's knowing how to practice what it is that you need, like having intention with your practice and what you want to feel, what you want to work yourself through, routine, all that kind of stuff. Um, Three handy? I don't know. Getting to a three handicap is probably ending the season 4.1 from a 5.6. I just know that what that means to go from a 4.1 into the threes. I don't know. I obviously desire it, but I think I'm not going to change my practices. I'll go into it again, and see what's going on. Brunson Barrow, what's going on? How's uh how's that sun treating you? Yeah, I don't know. I think the pursuit of a handicap and a better handicap can really get maybe, I guess, joyless in a sense. But when you're falling, like you said, that you fall in love with the practice. You fall in love with the practice of golf and being able to perform on a course is kind of the expression, right? So practice is something that we do for ourselves, something that we do privately, something that we do because it brings us joy, it expands us, it teaches us, it's engaged, like we feel alive, right? Hopefully in your practice of life you feel alive. Like those are things that I would really hope that kind of meet together. um, but it's kind of like a lifestyle, almost, taking care of yourself, eating right, getting um, things in order to pursue a goal. Like there's a practice that you have to really choose. And that's what, again, if you're new, we want to empower you to understand and believe that you have the power, right? You have the power. You are not above anyone, and you are not below anyone. You are not above anyone, and you are not below anyone. Humility with empowerment. And I think that we all know that we have that. It's just choosing to do that. Yeah, being Asian, being half Asian, being a Hapa, is that really like that would also mean I'm good at math, I'm bad at driving, and those are also true. So maybe yes, being partially Asian, but that's an excuse for others to say that they can't. And I don't really enjoy that. I think anybody can. Again, I'm self taught as a golfer, and you are allowed to choose to be great if you want to be great. Whatever that might look like, the life you want to build, the life that you want to be a part of is made by you. I understand there's circumstances, luck, different kinds of things that get into our life. But I believe there's a moment that we can stop coming out of orbit and realize the life that I'm living is probably because I am choosing to live it this way. You're like, oh, why is why is my house messy? Why is my apartment messy? Why is my car messy? Why is my well, I don't know, because you did that. You did it yourself. You know what I mean? You did it yourself. Hey, what's up, Adamazong? Nice to meet you. Jimmy Pears, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for saying hi, y'all. Really appreciate it. Being able to say hi and hello to a world we've been a part of is really fun. I really enjoyed this experience. Let's see. Big African Bear says, what would you say is the number one thing you need to improve off? It's gonna have to be one, putting and tempo. Putting and tempo. Yeah, let's go with tempo. I'm gonna go with that. Those would probably have to be my number one-ish thing to work on. Oh man, I'm kind of excited for the season. Really just hope we, can pull it together as we step into a new place. Enjoy the season, right? And enjoy those pumpkin spice lattes or coffees or teas or old fashions, Manhattans. Enjoy this next season. Try to embrace and maybe do something new, change it up, mix it up, get involved in maybe a way that pushes your boundaries and uh, being able to be vulnerable with yourself and accept that this is who I am today, and I am making small improvements, even though no one maybe is seeing them. Know that change is happening. Know that you are able, you are capable, you are not above anyone, you are not below anyone, and really nice to meet you all. Nice to see those that I haven't seen in a while, and so yeah, love it. Thanks for tuning in, and I agree. Aim it at the area and allows a bad shot instead of going to the hero shot. That's true. Got to hit your shot and know your game. Uh, that is a very important. Know your shot, know your game, know your life, know your choice. Yeah, so great. Thank you all. We will be here, and hopefully you stay tuned for our weekly videos. And um, yeah, do what you do. Live it up. Keep living that life. See you, y'all. But I feel like the old guy's like, well, how do I do all this? I don't know. I'll figure it out. Okay, I think that's it.